In an alarming move, Israel's military issued evacuation orders impacting nearly half of Gaza's population, around 2.3 million people, fueling fears of an imminent ground offensive aimed at eradicating Hamas following its aggressive attacks on Israel. The orders plunged civilians and aid workers into panic, compounding their existing struggle against Israeli airstrikes and a persistent blockade. The evacuation orders were sent in the morning to warn the residents of Gaza City to flee further south into the Gaza Strip, citing the presence of Hamas militants in tunnels beneath the city. Simultaneously, the United Nations received a directive from the Israeli military, instructing all 1.1 million civilians of northern Gaza to evacuate south within 24 hours. However, Hamas dismissed these orders, urging Palestinians to stay in their homes and resist the psychological warfare waged by the occupation. This sudden flurry of directives implies a likely Israeli ground offensive, although the military hasn't confirmed such a decision yet. Israeli military spokesman Jonathan Conrick has highlighted that the military would operate with significant force in Gaza in the coming days, emphasizing that they aim to strike Hamas militants while making extensive efforts to avoid harming civilians. The United Nations strongly protested these evacuation orders, expressing concern over the humanitarian consequences of such a large-scale movement in an already dire situation. The situation has escalated to a critical point, with both the military and civilians bracing for potentially devastating developments in this long-standing and intense conflict.